Hey, what is up guys? I'm Average Gamer 229, and about a week ago, I know I'm kind of late on this, but we hit 100 subscribers, and I wanted to thank you guys so much for supporting me throughout this whole journey. I know I have the best 10 out of 10 consistent uploading schedule, and you guys still sticking with me even with these inconsistent uploads is just amazing. So for that, today I'm giving you guys a behind the scenes video of my setup. So I'm just gonna do a quick intro on here through the webcam, and then I'm gonna switch over to my phone and you guys can get to see the setup. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and remember to leave a like and subscribe and comment. You can't forget to comment. Alright guys? Okay, see you on the flip side, phone side, I don't know. Alright guys, so now I have just switched over to my phone, and I'm using the front camera right now. So I'm just going to show you what it would be like if you were to walk into my room, and what you would see first, and then I'm going to, you'll just see, you'll see. So I'm going to switch cameras now, and when I switch cameras to the front camera, it's going to be 60 FPS now. When I switch cameras, so let's switch. So now I'm on the rear camera, and you can probably tell by now it's 60 FPS, so it's gonna look a lot smoother than the webcam and the front camera on my phone. So as you can see, here's what it would kind of look like when you walk into my room. You can see the shelves over here. You can see those in my older videos before I had this curtain here. Then my bed over to the left side over there. And then if you walk up and you pull the curtain back, then you can see what is all over here. Yeah, this is what it would look like kind of from my eyes view, like my height view. This is what it would look like. And you've got the chair right there. That's the chair I sit in all the time, obviously. And then I'm just going to sit down right here so I can show you a little bit more in depth. And of course, on both monitors, we have the live subscriber count up right now. And we have the Logitech C920 webcam on top of the monitor here. Made a video on that when I first got it. Come on, focus. So that's the Logitech C920. It's 1080p, 30 FPS. Kind of wish it was 60 FPS, but it's not. It's a webcam. What do you expect? And this monitor, I know it's an AOC because that's what it says, but I don't know what the model is because I just don't really pay attention to the model of things. And this other monitor over here, this monitor is like 10 years old. It's been sitting around for a long time, and it's only a VGA monitor, so I had to get a converter, HDMI to VGA, to be able to hook it up. And it took me forever to get the converter because I was just too kind of lazy to order it. But I've had this here for about 6 months now, and it's awesome having a second monitor just for, like, you have your game up here. So for example, here I'll show you guys an example. So this is kind of what it would look like when I'm recording. So you have your game up here. Just using Fortnite as an example because I've been doing so much of that lately. And then over here you have the webcam footage right here. You can see those lights are on, which means the webcam is on. And it's pretty dark because I don't have this light on. I only have that light on when I'm recording because it is super bright in my eyes, and it's kind of blinding, and sometimes it can be kind of hard to see on this monitor because this light is so bright. But with this light on, let me turn it on real quick. This light on this camera, it looks really harsh. It looks like a really harsh light, but when you look at it on the webcam, you can see I don't know, it's kind of hard to see in the video, but I'll just take a picture of what it looks like right now. That light helps a lot with the face cam footage looking clear, and it's not exactly the most crispy webcam in the world, but this helps with the crispiness a little bit, this light here. And then this light up here, which is, I have a bunk bed which is attached to the top part of a bunk bed, as you can see. And those lights are actually the same light bulbs. They're just like, this is farther away, so it's not as bright. That's why I've had this light on the whole time I've been doing this video, and you can see it looked a little dark over here because this light wasn't on. So it doesn't give that much light, but it's just a little bit extra, which if I turn it off, it doesn't really make much of a difference, but I just like to leave it on anyways. So then over here on the other half, this is Audacity. This is what I record my microphone with. So you can see, here's the microphone right here. I'll explain the model of this and everything in a second. So I would have like the microphone right here kind of in front of me so that it's easy to talk into, and then over here you can see those audio levels moving up and down. So I don't really pay attention because you can't even see what like the 0 decibel line is. I just care mainly about the background noise. So when I'm not talking, it's a little high right now because I had the microphone turned all the way up and I did not turn it back down. But when it's turned down, it's probably about at the 54 line, which is fine. That's fine for background noise. Then when I would be done recording with Audacity, I would go to File, Export Audio. I can't do it now because there's obviously no audio. And I just make a version right away that has no like post-processing on it, because it's happened before where I put effects on it and the program has crashed, or I exit out of it and I saved it and I didn't really like the effects that were on there, and you can't get rid of them once you save them and then go back in. So I always just do right away export audio, just without any effects on it. So then for recording the gameplay, which is over here, as you can see right here, we have Fortnite up right here. Average Gamer 229, add me on PC. It's average underscore gamer 229 on PS4, add me on there. And okay, so then how I record on here is I have I'm just gonna give you a little sneak peek of what I was about to say in the next part of this. I have an AMD graphics card. It's an AMD RX 480. So then the AMD graphics cards come in with their built-in recording software called Radeon Relive or something like that. And it seems to have crashed right about now. And then I think it's restarting right now. I can't see my cursor, which is kind of a problem. But well, we're trying to okay. I can see my cursor now. It's not the best program because I have had issues in the past with it crashing when I'm trying to get up the overlay. It's Alt-Z by default. Okay, here we go. Now we get it up. So Alt-Z is what you get to get up this overlay here. And then I would just press record because I'm obviously not streaming or taking a screenshot. I do take screenshots when I get wins. And yes, I actually do have 1 or more wins on Fortnite. I'll show you that in a second. Then I record on here as well. And then I record on here, and then to sync up the audio of the microphone and the video of the webcam, I just do 3, 2, 1, and then I say sync, and then I clap at the same time. So in post, I can, or when I'm editing, then I can sync that up. And then to sync up the gameplay, I would just be like, I would say what I'm clicking on. So I'd be like Battle Pass, Challenges, Locker, Item Shop, Career, Store. So then I just do that just to sync up the gameplay with the webcam footage, and then everything is synced up for the rest of the video. So that is basically how I record videos, and then I edit it, obviously. I'm not going to go into the editing process because I would probably bore you a lot. Now I'm going to show you my Fortnite wins real quick. On PC, 0 solo wins because I suck by myself, 1 duo win, and 1 squad win. And that is only on the PC. On the PS4, I'll take a screenshot and I'll put it on the screen. Now, I have, it's either 8 or 9 on there. I think it's 1 duo win and 7 or 8 squad wins. I'm not exactly sure. But you guys will see it in the video. So now we're going to move on from how I record videos. I'm just getting rid of this stuff here. Exiting out Fortnite stuff and putting this back up because this obviously needs to stay up here. And I'm gonna leave this light on for now because it makes it video look a little less grainy. So now we're going back over to the desk setup. Over here we have a coaster for putting your drinks on and stuff like that. Then we have the keyboard. This keyboard just came with my computer. I did not build my computer myself because the computer that I have, which I will show you guys in a second, it would cost more if you built it yourself with the same exact specifications. than if you bought it from this company. So that's why I did not build it, because this computer was an absolute steal. And over here we got the mouse that came with the computer as well, and if you know logos, you will know that that is the CyberPower logo, and this also says CyberPower PC, so you will know that this computer is a CyberPower PC. And then over here we have the PS4 controller, which is plugged in right now. It's been plugged in for like a day, so I could probably unplug it right now, but you know, you got to get it to that extra 101% charge. And then next to that, we got the Xbox controller, which I did in a video a long time ago. I honestly really do not know why I got it, because I don't have an Xbox. I just wanted to use it for GTA, just like as a different experience. The PS4 is right here. Obviously, you can see it's in rest mode right now. And I have Fortnite open in the background because that's all I play these days. And then moving back over a little bit, we have the Elgato right here. It's stuffed way in the back of the desk. So that's where it comes in from the PS4, and then that's where it comes out into the back of the monitor. Moving back over here again, we have the boom arm stand for the microphone right here. And then when I'm recording, I would just put the microphone about right there, and then it's fine right there. And then this boom arm stand came with my old microphone, which was the Toner BM700. I don't use that anymore because I had loads of issues with it being loud enough. So then now this microphone, if this will focus here. Okay, there. This is the Audio Technica AT2020, which AT stands for Audio Technica, so it's just basically just called the AT2020. And I have the windscreen on it, which is the one that came with my other microphone. And this is what it looks like without the windscreen on here. It also, my old microphone also came with a pop filter, but I never used that anyway, so I'm just going to put this back on here. And by the way, I'm going to try to remember to put most of the stuff I talk about, like links to buy stuff and specifications to other specific stuff in the description for you guys. So then, if we move down a little bit, we've got the computer, but we're not gonna look at that yet. So if we go back towards the middle, I'm gonna have to push my chair back a little bit, and then we go down, you can see we have the $10 million headphones sitting on top of the stereo. And these headphones, I've had these for like 4 years. I'll set them up for display. So I've had these headphones for about 4 years, and for about the first year, they are Bluetooth headphones. The Bluetooth work fine, and now after that year, it just stopped working. There's something wrong with the battery, because when it's plugged in, like if it were to be charging, it works fine with the Bluetooth, but when it's not plugged in, they will not turn on at all. And yeah, so they were obviously cheap if they only worked for a year. So these are they're August EP640s, if I remember correctly, and you can see how scratched up they are on the sides there. These were about $30. I did a lot of research on them. They sound good. Well, by today's standards, they sound decent, but back then they sounded pretty good. And when it's through a wired connection, they still work fine, which is why I still use them. Otherwise, I would have to buy something else, because this is kind of the only pair of headphones I have. Now, depending on what I'm doing, I would, right now I have the headphones plugged into the computer, because I was listening to stuff on the computer. But when I'm using the PlayStation 4, I would obviously have them plugged into the PlayStation 4 controller. So now I guess we can move on. Now I guess we can move on to what most people have been waiting for, which is the PC. Now, real quick before we take a look at this, I just want to say that the cord situation down there is really, really, really bad. And it's not the most cutting-edge hardware in the world. I don't have like two GTX 1080 Ti's. It is just like kind of for beginning gamers hardware. So you judge for yourself how good the hardware is. I'm just going to tell you the specs. You guys can look at it too. So let's go. So then, moving downward, we see a lot of cords, and that flashing is just horrible, but it's just the way it looks on the camera. It does not look like that in real life. Now, the cord situation, as you can see, is just an absolute mess. And right here in the front, you can see we have this plugged in, which is just this USB hub, which I have the mouse and keyboard and the microphone plugged into, because when I'm on the PlayStation, I'm playing Fortnite, I like to use the mouse and keyboard because I'm getting a lot better with the mouse and keyboard. I can't do anything on a controller, so I have the mouse, keyboard, and microphone plugged into here, so when I'm on the PlayStation 4, I can just plug all of them into the one USB port and then use this USB hub, because I have to use this microphone for when I'm talking to people on PlayStation 2. Of course, every single gaming PC in the world has to have that RGB lighting. Now, the button for the lighting is over here. You can change the color. Right now, I just have it so it changes between colors slowly. You can have it so it stays on one color like that, and just switch through colors. I think there's like 10 different colors. And then the second option is just to turn it completely off, which looks like that, and you can't see anything on the inside. And then I forgot how to do it, but you can just have it fade in and out on the same color. Oh, there we go. I think I did it now. Yeah, so that just fades in and out on the same color. And I like it having just transitioning between all the different colors, just fading between each color. I don't know, I just like it like that. And as you can see on the front, this is a CyberPower PC. That's their logo, if you didn't know their logo. And then the other button up here is the button that force restarts the computer. I don't know why they put it on there, but I have used it multiple times, like when games crash and I can't do anything and everything's completely frozen. I have to force restart it like that, and instead of having to turn it off by holding down the button and risk corrupting files. So I kind of do like that button. For most people it wouldn't be that necessary, but for me, I really like it. So then on the inside there, if you know computers, you know what half of this stuff is just by looking at it. That big square thing in the middle is the graphics card, which is what powers games, basically. It's how you get those frames. Like, when I talk about frame rate, like if I'm getting 70 FPS, this is what makes those frames, those individual frames. This is what renders those frames. So that in there, I believe I said this earlier, it's an AMD Radeon RX 480 for a graphics card. And then CPU is the AMD FX 8350 with this cooler. No, it's not a Cooler Master cooler, but this CPU fan is really loud and gets a little bit annoying after a while. As you can hear, it's probably really loud. Now these case fans, there's one back there, the big fan back there, and then there's one back here too, right there. Those are not loud at all. Like, those are almost completely silent. It's just that one CPU fan, and I can't change the speed of it either because the motherboard has it locked to that specific speed. Now, the motherboard is an Asus motherboard. I don't know the exact model, but it's on here somewhere. I don't know the exact model. If I find it out later, I'll put it in the description. And then the RAM, I have 24 gigs of RAM. The computer originally came with 8, but I upgraded to 24 because I didn't think that 8 was enough. The brand is Adata, and it's XPG, and then a bunch of numbers for the model number. Again, if I remember it later, I'll put it in the description. That's pretty much it for the main stuff in here. I don't have like any special coolers or anything. All this stuff in here is completely stock, except for the added RAM that I put in here. So I think I've covered most of the stuff for the PC. I keep forgetting stuff, that's why I'm back up here again. So back to the monitors, I forgot something about these. This monitor is obviously better than this one. This monitor is 1920 by 1080, so that full 1080p resolution. And this one is 1366 by 768. That's why I would never play a game on this thing in the world, because it's not full 1080p. Even though, for some reason, you can see this in the video, this monitor looks brighter than this monitor. I don't know why. The brightness is all the way up on here, and the brightness is all the way up on here. So I don't know why this one is brighter than this one. But I forgot something up here. There's a speaker behind the big monitor here. And then that's where the green thing there, that's where the audio comes out and goes down into the stereo. On top of the PS4 is the other speaker, PlayStation card up here, PlayStation Plus card, and GTA 5 for the PS4. So I think that's about it for everything that's on the desk. Let me just quick check to see if I forgot anything. I don't think I forgot anything, so I think that's about it for what is on the desk and the PC and everything. So I'm just gonna go back to the webcam for the outro because I'm almost out of space on my phone. So I'll see you guys for the outro.
Oh, pickaxe, 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 pickaxe. Light turned off. Oh my god!
Hey, what is up, guys? I'm Average Gamer 229, and today we're playing. You gotta love that pickaxe, don't you? But anyways, guys, this is kind of the wrap-up part of the video, and I really kind of like this angle. I had to adjust the lighting a little bit, but I do like this angle for maybe like just doing like some different styles of videos sometime, because I really do like this angle. So I just wanted to thank you guys again just one more time for 100 subscribers. 105, you guys can't see it, but it's 105 now. And if you're wondering why I changed clothes between this outro and the other portion of the video, it's because I recorded the other portion of the video on a different day and I forgot to do the outro, so I had to do it now because I need an outro. And I mean, it's just amazing that we're at 105. I thought it said 106 for a second, but it's just awesome, guys, and I just wanted to thank you guys so much. Can't wait for 200 subscribers, and I know that I have a really bad consistently uploading schedule. I don't even have a schedule. It's just really bad uploads, and I know this video is gonna come out weeks after I hit 100 subscribers because to be honest, I'm pretty lazy, and I just don't feel like editing sometimes, and that gets in the way most of the time. That's why it takes me like a week and a half to actually, from the time of recording to the time when the video actually gets published on YouTube. It's probably about a week and a half because I am so lazy when it comes to editing. So I think that's about all I have to say, and I just really like this angle. Like, just if I need to do an explanation video like this, or a cool, like, maybe I might do this for like outros for videos instead of having it with face cam with the webcam up here. You guys can't see it, but I might do it like this because I really do like this angle. But the problem is that I have to move one of my lights over here, and getting this angle set up with my phone, it was really difficult. Yeah, but I really do like this angle. So anyways, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. You gotta remember the subscribe part, otherwise we'll never get to 200 subscribers. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.